What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916 getting down with Fresh Out Prison Talk. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button. We're trying to hit that milli before the end of the year, man. You know, we always bring you the dopest content. I have here my man, Premo the General, checking in, dropping some science with you guys, lacing you up. Premo, man, you know, we see a lot of what's going on in just the hip hop culture, our culture, how we're used to impact so many other cultures. And it's like we've been conditioned to embrace prison. Mm-hmm. Like it's just normal. You know, going to jail, oh man, you guys are used to it. Yeah, you know, shit, you in shape, you look like you do a lot of push-ups, you built for this stuff. And it's a sick mentality to think that it's normal for anybody to go to prison, but that it's a rite of passage for young black men. I mean, you've seen some crazy stuff in there, man. You know, what is something that you would like to share that, you know, the audience has no idea, but yet, you know, whenever they see the stuff on Instagram or, you know, the guys with cell phones and these rappers talking, that it's really some bullshit, man. Because I'll tell you, my worst day on the street is not nowhere comparable to my best day in prison. Mm-hmm. People don't get it, man. I mean, you're dealing with situations that are out of your hands, and there's stuff. There's times in there it's almost a sense of helplessness, man. But you got to keep your mind together. Mm-hmm. You know, what's something that you experienced, man, that you would like to share with the people, man?
I just want to let them know, first of all, that prison is not what you see on TV with them dudes and them phones where everybody got drink and they run around the day room and it's fun. No, it's very dangerous in prison. Everybody's dying on a regular. Like, it's not, you done seen some stuff in prison that you don't want to never re-see again, but it's like you've seen it and you'll never not see it again. Like, you know what I mean? So I done seen from people killing themselves. I done seen riots where people that you was just talking to, now they on the ground getting took off in helicopters. I mean, the cold one was the boy where the man was in the cell. He killed the cellie in the cell. What that was, 2015, right before I paroled. I left at 16, so yeah, 2015. He killed the cellie. Cut the cellie balls off, set him on the toilet.
Damn.
Yeah, he set him on the toilet, bro.
What?
Drained all his blood out of his body. Chopped him up with the guitar string.
Oh.
Took his organs out of his body.
God.
Took the things out of his body, flushed it down the toilet.
Wow.
Folded him up in the laundry bag.
What?
Put him in a black garbage can.
Ooh.
At breakfast time, put him in a black garbage can and went outside and started a riot with the blacks and the Mexicans to try to cover up what he did in the cell.
Wow. That dude took up he disassembled this guy?
The whole
with
thing,
a guitar
bro.
string.
With a guitar string, bro. And that cell is still open. That cell, to this day, 6 buildings, 150. That cell has not been nobody in there, and I've been out for 6 years.
God.
He did that to that man in that cell. So if they think that prison is about the cell phones and drinking alcohol, there you go.
Drain the dude's body out.
He set him on the toilet, took all the blood out of his body.
I think I heard something about that too, because dude, I know a cat who was a correctional officer. He said when they heard about the women that seen that, they never worked again. They said it was too much. It was just they couldn't believe what happened with the body. It was just beyond belief.
It was like some things that you would have to see, like that would have to be in a movie. Like you wouldn't think like, and it's a cell, so you know it's small. So all the stuff that you see,
man.
It was, and that's dangerous. So if they need to let them see that instead of the cell phone,
yeah.
That's not fun. Prison ain't fun. Like there's people in there that go in there, and he had a release date. He was a young dude.
The dude had a release date. He did that.
He didn't have life. No, the dude that he did it to. He didn't have life. He was supposed to come home, so he made a mistake and thought he was gonna get to see life again, and put him in the cell with the wrong person. I done seen that stuff in there, man. Them murders and stuff. Like I done seen dudes sitting on top of dude's chest, bro, stabbing them to when the medical lady is holding her hand on her. Every time she move her hand to try to put it somewhere else, it's like cartoon, just blood just coming up. She just keep putting her hand there, and every time she move her hand from one spot, it's just jumping out everywhere. You know what I mean? And you got to go back to your cell and regroup, and then they're gonna have yard again later on. And you got to go back outside again. Like, man, it's not fun in prison. I done seen dudes stab wheelchair dudes. Dudes in wheelchairs ain't even safe.
You ain't get no pass.
Nothing. Everybody can get it, bro. From 1 to 90, you can be 100 years old in there, and if a riot kick off, there's somebody that'll come over there and do something to you, and you're 100, and you ain't care about you ain't got no fight in your body. They'll still push you down and try to kill you because it's war right now.
Yeah, it's
It's
war.
war is war. Like they don't have there's no sparing nobody in war. So it's bad in prison. I've seen a lot of people, man, it's bad, bro. Like it's just not safe. It's not nothing that you want to do.
And you sit there and you try to figure like how did this happen? How does the universe pick and choose? It's like you said, I seen a dude in there, he had 5 lives and they stomped this dude out. He's like, he already got, what'd he do? He got 5 lives and the youngsters just were stomping him out. Everybody just kept eating. Act like they didn't see the dude. They were stomping. I'm like, damn. And I'm looking like, I'm talking about boots in the head, smashing skulls. And you can't move too fast because then you draw attention.
It's like your eyes gonna lead the police to it, so you can't be watching.
Exactly,
because if you watch it, they're gonna want to watch your eyes.
Yeah,
You're like,
and then they thinking, oh, you told.
You
know what I mean? You told, like, oh, you
followed your
kept looking.
eyes.
I seen so-and-so, he kept looking. So now you like, oh, you the one who let him know we were doing. That's how quick it happens,
It goes
man.
that, man, you can be on the yard right now, man, and it be so peaceful. Everybody playing basketball is chill. And then this fast, you just see everybody, boom, it's just going up. You don't know what happened. You just got to react now. You see where I'm coming from? Like, and there's a lot of people that think that they're going to fight, but most of the time they're going to lay down because their instinct is not, it's like it's that quick, bro. It's that adrenaline go to running. It's either you're going to run to it or you're going to run from it.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of people run from it, and then that leaves us outnumbered. So now we fighting the battle.
That's right.
And now we getting, you know what I mean? But it's like that prison can get spunky. I mean, we be playing basketball, bro. And in the midst of a basketball, 4, 5 nights and fell on the ground. People keep picking them up and tying them back to their stream.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. That lets you know it's serious, bro. This ain't game. Like, we ain't out here
Yeah.
playing. Like, we can start arguing and they ain't gonna be fighting. I'm gonna reach in here and I'm finna try to kill you. Like, that's not a game. Like, that's a serious basketball game now. The foul's a little different now. You know what I'm saying? Because you see
they always
what's
tell
on the
you
court.
too, man. The basketball court is like, hey, man, that basketball court. If you good, dude's gonna hate on you. And if you start busting a dude and you busting threes, he gonna be like, oh, you trying to embarrass me.
Somebody on the sideline start laughing. You humiliate him. Now he gets mad because he
laughs. That stirs it all by him. Like, dude, he laughing, but now you think it's cute, huh? And then you could be like, the game is cool. You going back to the unit, and this dude come behind you because he mad because you embarrassed him.
About basketball.
Basketball.
Now you walking the child, next you know he come from a corner and he'll knock you out. Like, I'm talking about, that basketball court is the most dangerous
Horrible,
sport.
man.
That's the dangerous place.
And it's your own people.
Because you playing with your own people.
Your own people,
Because you can't play basketball with
you can't. You ain't gonna play against the white dudes.
Nope.
Oh, your own people.
So, and that's what it's so dangerous about, because in there, it's like, it's really the blind leading the blind, bro. The person that's in control is the person that's never going home. How are you gonna run some people that's going home? You in control of the people that got dates and you don't have one, so that you don't have their best interests at heart, because you're gonna be here forever in your mind.
And on top of that, that same dude you talking about, oh, Premo, I don't really like him, so I'm gonna see if I can twist him up so he be here like me. These dudes are very calculating. I seen dude, oh man, he think he not black, he not. Oh, we gonna figure out how can I twist him up. How much when he get out? He get out before me. I'm gonna twist him up.
That telling people when you go home, shit is true. Don't ever tell nobody when you going home. No, that shit is serious.
No,
they really will despise you because they got time that you don't have, and that's not right. That's so stupid, but that really happens, bro.
It's sad. Really I seen a dude and dudes that say, "Hey man, do you know how much time that dude had?" You was talking like, "No, he got life, man. Don't be talking to him." Like, what up, man? I'm telling you, man. That dude, he very sneaky, man. He don't know. He might plant some dope in your cell. He might try to get you caught up or try some little sex move or anything. It's so much stuff, man. You thinking these dudes are cool, and it's like it's very little people you can actually trust in there, man. And these dudes thinking, oh, prison, I'm go up in there. I'm telling you, ain't none of these rappers who talk all this high power shit, whatever. Those talking about they got shooters, they would never trade their rap career for a shooter to go in there.
No. Incarceration to me is like, it's like when you go in there, it's a world inside of a world. So it's like it's governed by different people.
Yep.
We got our own governor, we got your own presidents. It's like it's your own world inside of a world, though. So it's like these rappers and these street dudes, y'all got accustomed to living these lives out here. That's why I'm telling you. Going in there, I was in there for 16 years straight, bro. It's like, it's torture every single day you in there, bro.
And then they don't know, like you said, not only those people who were governing, and then you got the warden and his crew. Then he got the lieutenant, captain. These are gangsters.
Yeah.
They come up in there, you know how they run it.
They kicking the doors in just like the streets.
Yeah.
They come there with their crew and they all fighting with each other. You punch the police, all of them is finna fight you. That's a gang. They're together. And like I said, when I was talking about I'm talking about just the yard politics of the streets. You know what I mean? Like everybody here that's regulated. But like you say, then you got the goon squad and you got the people that's really like the law enforcement, and that's a gang. And they ain't getting nobody information. They getting their information from a person that's in the same CDCR clothes as you. They're not that good. They're not just investigators. They're not somebody that looked like you or somebody that you thought you was looking out for, somebody you was helping, hated on what you had going on, and he dropped it on them, and now they ain't
somebody. They don't. You hear late at night door click. Everybody looking. That dude walking out. He getting some information and coming back. Now he got cigarette, whatever he got. That's all is. I tell you, man. And these people, man, they think it's like, oh man, these my partners. These dudes is not your partners, man. It's not your partners.
And then you will see some of the shit in there that you think is unheard of. Like you thinking telling ain't going on. Telling ain't only on the streets. Them dudes in there is getting down telling and doing all kind of stuff in there. The prison is not the same.
Yeah, man.
Prison system is nothing to be glorified. Like if you can miss prison, I promise you that's the best decision you will ever make in your life. Going in there is not going to make you hard, bro. It's not going to make you a man. It's not going to make you be tough, Teflon Don. It's not. It's going to make you lose precious time with your family and your loved ones. That's all it's going to do. It's not going to help you become nothing harder than what you already was before you went in there. That's it.
It's a really that whole world, man. I think about it, I'm like, man, it's just a horrible situation, man. It's like, like we talked about like how that stuff goes on in the yard, but even like I've seen dudes and he been on the yard, you thinking this dude's solid, and then somebody else show up and got some information. Like this dude did something on another yard. Dude, instantly he goes from being cool to they pack him out quick. People think like you see them. People just it's like, dude, what happened to dude? As soon as the dude come, oh man, they got a note on him or somebody did something. Dude, these same dudes you were eating top ramen with, they on you.
Because it's like no matter what's that prison is like a sorority. Whatever you did at one is gonna follow you to wherever you at. Is somebody gonna pop up here that was there where you was at when you did it? It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. But they're gonna bring somebody here that was with you somewhere that if you done did something wrong, big
even within the county.
No matter where you was
in
at.
the county, he was in the county. That dude, we were riding. He was in the cell looking. Oh, he didn't get in?
That's it.
That's it.
The same dude he was just walking the child with, walk the child tomorrow, but not knowing they finna jump you now, they're finna get you together. It's a dog-eat-dog world in there, bro. You trust nobody. Like you can't, and you gotta sleep in the cell with another person. You can't even really always trust him. Because them be the ones they try to send at you because he the closest one to you. He the one right there with you at all times.
Catch you, That's the crazy thing, man. Like you said, you were the guy and it's like, the dude you thought was cool with you, because if he don't do it, they're gonna get him.
It's like I said, it's dog eat dog, bro.
Man, it's
and
horrible,
he being told to do that by another man, though. This ain't even his own decision, so you ain't even your own man. Who wants to go somewhere where other people tell you what to do? If that's the case, you might listen to your parents. They the ones really care about you. They the ones love you. They the ones gave you birth. Why you gonna go listen to a man that don't have your best interest at heart because he your big, what, homie? He ain't my big homie. I would have knew you if I wouldn't have been here. So that's why I say I would listen to my parents before I go to prison, listen to some individuals that I don't even know.
I tell these guys too, like a lot of these guys that they're in there calling all these shots, man. If you seen them today on the street, you wouldn't even look at them. Man, these dudes ain't they're nothing on the street. They're running around, they're not doing nothing, man. They could barely take care of their kids. If they can even do that, a lot of them deadbeats. But in prison, they got the shiny boots. Cell is polished up. They take so much pride in that prison shit, and you're looking like, damn, if he take pride in this, dude, why did you do? Dude, you're buffing your cell. You see that, man, dudes
I ran into people that were like that in prison, and you see them on the streets, you be like, damn, bro, if you put all that effort and energy into yourself now, what you used to be doing into that damn little bitty box, you'll be a different person.
You be balling.
Like you say, put some effort and energy into how you was waxing that sink, making sure your sink was gray with no water spots. You should be doing that out here at a work site. You'll be getting your paycheck at the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? Instead of now you trying to go to the park and talking about what they doing up there. You should be doing, like I say, you right about that, bro. He said wax their floors, they put the pictures on the wall.
Oh, man, crazy,
doing over the top shit, and then you will come home right now and won't go get a job because you're talking about what they willing to pay you. That was for free. You did that to the state floor for free. And you won't go work for a check? That's what I don't understand. Like,
I don't understand it either, man.
I work every day for mine, bro. I don't want to, I'm good. I work. I go to work.
Yeah, man. I try to convey it all the time to these young people, man, because it's such a scary place, man. Not to be scared like, oh, I'm scared of this and that, but what you might have to do to somebody, to another human being that you're in such close proximity with. And then the thing is, too, is if you're doing a certain amount of time and if you develop an issue with somebody, you got to watch that person every day.
And he ain't going nowhere. Like,
ain't going nowhere. You see him like, you see a dude on top of the tier, he always looking at you. Like, dude, he's tripping off of.
Yeah.
But he got some type of animosity because maybe you just, the way you carry yourself, people think, hey, Premo cool.
They like you.
Yeah, they like you and they don't like you.
All my life, and that's the cool thing about it, it translates to the streets too. Because you a regular, like you say, I'm a man that just got nothing, was chilling. I'm in jail, I'm regular like everybody else, but people like you. So you got some people over here that don't like you because other people do like you. Like, what the hell? What did I do wrong to you because they like me? Now you mad at me because other people. So that's like, it's a personal vendetta.
And you don't even know this dude.
It's a personal vendetta. It's personal because it's a one-sided affair. Like you said, I'm not even paying attention to you. I don't know you. You just don't like
you,
you because
you know what I
other
used to do
people
to people like that? I would either take them a fiend book or like a DuPont register to try to soften them up. Here, man, what is this? Oh, thank you, good looking. Because that's the only way you got to play psychological game. Because these dudes, they mad like dudes would see me talking to other dudes like, what are you talking to him for? Because they like you're personable. Oh, he Premo kicking with that dude. What is he? Oh man, it's like, and they so angry at themselves because they can't be who you are, and they want
They
what
put
you have.
themselves in a box. They're
Yes.
not a people person, so they mad because you took yourself out the box.
That's right.
So I'm saying you sociable. You with the hey, how you doing, man? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a polite how you
That's
doing.
it.
If I keep saying how you doing to you, eventually one day we're gonna start talking. It ain't gonna just be how you doing. How you doing, man? What you got going on for the day, man? You know what I mean? Just be polite. Just how you doing? Just as simple as what's up. And then people will be gravitated to give it to you back. And then there's the person that's over there that ain't saying nothing to nobody when you walk by them. And you wonder why they're not saying hi to you because you don't say hi when you walk past. So it's just started off like, how you doing? And people like you. These people be in them boxes. They scared to come outside that box because they don't got no friends. But they don't got no friends because you ain't opening up.
That's right.
Open up. Go say what's up to some people. Go talk.
Yeah, it's
Go socialize.
And it's the same thing on the streets, man. I tell people, man, closed mouth don't get fed. We used to always hear that back in the day. And I made it a point, like when I got out, I remember when I used to look at all these different magazines and write down all these places I want to go. And I said, if I was out, what would I do over here? And I would see somebody, I'm like, okay, if I see this person and they got out of this car or they were over here, how would I talk to them? Like, how would I cut into them? Like, I'd be like, oh, Premo, that's a badass watch, man. What kind of, oh, man, or hey, man, you got them new J's on. I try to, like, be personable. You got to, like, it's like that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. You got to learn how to talk to people.
There you go.
If you
gotta
can't
be
talk to
approachable.
people, you can't, how you think opportunity is going to help you?
There you go. You don't walk past somebody that might have been your life-changing movement, but you was too busy to even say how you doing.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm a people's person first because that's who's going to help you get a world. I'm going to be successful and I'm going to be in life is if you have people around you. You can't do it by yourself. Like you was talking about the team.
Yeah.
It takes a team, so you ain't going to build that team by not being able to speak. So like I say, when I talk to you, we might have a leave an impression on you, and you might be like, man, that Pre was a cool dude. Next thing you know, you might need me for something that we talk about, and you got my number, you might hit me up, and that's an opportunity that I would have missed if I wouldn't have ever talked to you.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? So the more people is sitting there and putting themselves in them shells and I don't need no friends, I don't want nobody around me talking about I don't need no friends.
Yeah.
I want real friends.
That's
You
right.
see what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
I want
That's
friends.
right.
I just want the real ones. Though.
That's
You see
right.
what I'm saying? I don't want the fake friends.
Yeah.
So everybody need friends. So the people I don't got no friends, well, I don't want to be around you.
No, you're if you don't want no friends, man, you're dangerous. Because that means you don't care about nobody but yourself. So yeah, I listen for little stuff like that, and and I always try to say that the attentions and the details, like when you hear somebody conversating or something like that, pay attention to what they're saying, man, because you'll learn a lot by not what a person, not what they don't say, but what they do say, because they say certain things you like, he said that, man, I wonder who that applies to.
And if he did that to them, why he won't do it to me?
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? You got to put yourself in the shoe on some. Just think about it like this. The person that you with that's trying to convince you to go do wrong, if he's telling you he knows the person he wants you to go do wrong, then why wouldn't he do that wrong to you? He knows you too.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go hit this lick, man. I know this dude over here, man. He got what you just said you know him, so why would we want to go hit this lick? You catch my drift? That shouldn't go over your head as the person he's talking to.
Yeah. But you know what though? People in those situations, they don't even hear that. They don't even hear that. You're like, he know this dude. This is his partner that's balling. He gonna rob him?
How we gonna all of a sudden go rob somebody that you just said you know to me, bro? I mean, if I do something with you, you would do the same thing to me.
That's right. Yeah.
You gotta pay attention to the
right.
word, like you say. Listen to what they say to you.
Yeah. But see, when you're young, it's like you don't even. You just said that, man, because like most people don't even put that together, and it's just a cycle. So after you done did a couple, and then you happen to come up, well, Premo, he was sitting he's sitting on the bag over there. He got a bag. Yeah, I remember we did a lick, and then he turned around. I heard he up like 10 of them. So whoop whoop whoop. So damn, it went from robbing this dude now Premo on you on the list.
And this is what the dudes you've been robbing people with. You see what I'm saying? Because now like he just said, he ain't got no problem robbing his friends. He just told you that when he first met you, he robbed a friend with you. So why wouldn't he rob you with another friend? That's his makeup.
It's a cold game, man. I keep telling you guys, man. This is not a joke. And the way they depict this stuff in hip hop and this and that, and pitting us all against each other, beefing, man. That's why I don't get into beefs and all that stuff either on the internet, man. Because I look at like they want us to stay hating each other. They don't want me and you talking. They don't want us collaborating on anything that's going to be productive. But if it's something that can create beef and create turmoil, because as soon as it creates a beef, you got a bunch of people, I got people, now they all beefing too, and now it's destruction for everybody.
Now it's a crack in the foundation, but if we come together, we're going to get stronger. They don't want us to get stronger.
Yeah.
The stronger we come, then that means we realize more how much power we have. We got way more power together than we're going to have apart, period. And that's with anything we're doing in life. If they come together as even the rappers, if the rappers all came together and they say, hey man, youngsters, we ain't doing this, the youngsters, they're going to listen.
They're going to listen.
You see what I'm saying? But they want to keep them apart so that, like you say, they don't want to keep this rapper with this rapper. But they want to keep them apart so they can keep that beef going, because the record labels in the back, the people that's playing the games, that's how they making their money. They ain't going to make the money off the piece.
Well, you remember even back in the day, man, before, even when they had like, so-called like gangster rap, but they weren't pushing the gangbanging on the album. Remember, that was like off limits. Like you might talk about something, but it was generalized. But now how that's been like prioritized, and it's created a whole nother genre. But it wasn't like that even when I was growing up. I mean, you had dudes talking like, gangster stuff, but it wasn't like it is now. Like just
because they advertise everything gangster mean that you got to be want to kill somebody. When we was growing up, gangster, like you say, we was having money. Gangster was just the dope boys, the people that was gangster to us. You know what I mean? We was gangsters. We was having them cars. We was getting this money. You was gonna be able to tell who was who by what kind of car they was driving. But it was not it was every day was gonna be no shooting. It was not worried about no house party that turned into a bunch of shooting. It was gonna be a sideshow. We're going to be out here trying to burn rubber to see who got the fastest car, can do the most donuts. It was like a healthy competition.
Yes.
Nowadays, it's not about competition. Nowadays, they on some, I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to make the whole internet think I want to kill you. It might not even want to kill you, but that's their first line of defense now. I'm going to kill you. Oh, I got a gun. They got too many bullets in these guns now, and they on these too much drugs. So back then, we didn't have all these drugs and shit they got nowadays. We just had a little bit of weed, which was bammer. You know, with the seeds in it, burn your goddamn clothes all up. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, they got shit that can influence their brain to make them think that they're somebody that they're not.
Totally different psychedelics and stuff that,
We didn't have that type of stuff. We didn't have that, bro. We would just smoke a little bit of weed, get a little drinking, and that's as far as we going with it. You know what I mean? They might have played with the pills, whatever they was doing, but nowadays, these kids, they're taking their brain somewhere their brain ain't ready to go, and then that's why they killing people in the room with people talking about they was trying to set me up, but then nobody was even outside. You know what I mean? You got 2 dead people in the room. Like, I done seen so much stuff on the internet behind them, the people being on drugs. It's like, it's bad. It's just bad.
Yeah. Hey, there you guys have it. Big Herc 916 getting down with Premo the General, man. Fresh out. Stop walking around with a crusty butt, smelly ball sack, and a funky hoo-ha. Big Herc said, wash that ass. Pick you up a t-shirt at freshoutseries.com.